Nubody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Texans are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against a Colts front seven that will need to be up to the test.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now it's Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Luck. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Successfully. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And again this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Let's face it, when Adam Vinatieri actually misses a field goal, that's when we're surprised. We're not as all shocked that he made this one.
Of course, he has the record 44 straight field goal makes. He closed out 2015 making 25 and then started 2016 with 19 in a row. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll set up to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Miller. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go! Green, 39! Over! Gone! Gone!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw now on first down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Miller. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it again with Miller, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
In motion left is Hopkins. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A nice pickup on 1st down. 7 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Being chased out left. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd half begins with a run from Miller. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. first down. He'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Looking to throw. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And here comes the Texans now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Moncrief, the man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And now out comes Houston. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that your youth...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 63 yards.
Let's round. Let's go. 38.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This is Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand.